Hello everyone. So are you ready to test your vocabulary level? So before we start part 6, I want to tell you each one of us aspire to be someone who stands out in the crowd, isn't it? Who's very fluent in the language, who knows a lot of vocabulary, who uses it confidently. You know what? That dream of yours can definitely come true. And by watching these videos, you're taking baby steps towards that dream. And wholeheartedly, I wish that all your dreams come true and you become extremely successful in life. Now, let's begin. So, before we start today's words, I hope you know that we usually recall what we learned last video. So, let's see if you remember. So, the first word is mellifluous. Do you remember the meaning of mellifluous? Is it evil intentions or flowing sweetly? Mellifluous means flowing sweetly. It is malevolent, which is evil intentions. Like the old witch in Snow White was malevolent. So mellifluous is flowing sweetly like honey. So someone's voice can be called as mellifluous or any musical instrument being played. Like the artist Rishabh who plays the sitar. He plays the sitar mellifluously. Next is placate. Is placate perfection or to pacify? So my sister was very angry and I had to placate her by giving her an ice cream. Placate is pacify her or console her. Next is agoraphobia. Is agoraphobia fear of heights or fear of crowded places? If you remember, fear of heights is acrophobia, and fear of crowded places that you will be stuck in that place is agoraphobia. The last word, posthumous. Is posthumous after death or a funny person? So, the army official received the award posthumously. That means it came into effect after his death. Okay, I hope you got all these answers right. Now let's move to today's words. The first word is precarious. So, what does precarious mean? A. Careless person. B. Dangerous. C. Precaution. Or D. Doing beforehand. Okay, so precarious means dangerous or likely to collapse. Okay, so the share market now is in a precarious situation. It can drop substantially. Or they were living in a really old hut and they were living in a very precarious situation. The car was parked in a very precarious manner towards the edge of the cliff. So, precarious means dangerous or anything that is likely to fall or collapse. I hope that is clear. Let's go to the next word, which is palpable. Is palpable A. Noticeable, B. Best friend, C. Undetected, or D. Persistent? So, palpable is noticeable or tangible. If you remember, I have already taught you the word tangible. What is tangible? Tangible is something that you can feel or touch. And palpable is a synonym for tangible, means आप notice कर सकते हो, आप feel कर सकते हो. The negativity in the room was palpable. कि आप feel कर सकते हो कि इस room में बहुत negativity है. The Cold War between the prime ministers were palpable. Or another example is after his loan got approved, there was a palpable sense of relief on his face. So, palpable means noticeable or you can feel it. I hope that's clear. Let's move to the next word. The next word is desolate. So what does desolate mean? A. Diligent. B. Discriminate. C. Barren or empty. Or D. Miserable. So desolate means barren or empty. Like for example, Tina felt desolate after her best friend moved away. So she felt empty or barren. Or if there is a barren place where there is nothing, so you can say it is a desolate place. There is nothing much to see or do in that area. Means it is empty. So imagine you lived in the city and now you're going into the countryside in the outskirts. You can say I can never live in such a desolate area after living in such a fun city. So I hope you got an idea. Desolate can either mean feeling of being empty, like someone passed away or someone moved away, you're feeling desolate. Or it could be an area also that is empty or deserted. Okay. The next word is doppelganger. So what does doppelganger mean? A. Gangster. B. Doubtful person. C. Look-alike. Or D. Odd person. Okay, I hope you've heard this word. A doppelganger means a person who looks alike like you. Like there are many doppelgangers of the Bollywood film industry. Like, you would have definitely seen Shah Rukh Khan, Sanjay Dutt, Salman Khan's doppelganger. Doppelganger is the look alike, someone who looks just like them. The next word is finicky. So what does finicky mean? A. Fragile. Fragile means something that is easily broken. B. Fussy. C. Picky. Or D. Gimmicky. Okay, so finicky means someone who's fussy as well as someone who's picky. You can say, my friend, she's a very finicky eater. Means very fussy and picky about what she eats. My boss is very finicky with the presentation. So I'm worried about the small details because it is difficult to please him. So finicky is someone who's very fussy and picky. The next word is impromptu. So what does impromptu mean? A. Rehearsed. B. Most probable. C. Easily available. Or D. Spontaneous. Okay, so impromptu means something that is done spontaneously without any prior planning. Okay, the next word is meander. Have you heard this word? I learned this word in geography in school, so that is a clue for you. Okay, so what is meander? A. Wander without a purpose. B. What is meek and gentle. C. Deceitful or false. Or D. Move with a definite purpose. Okay, so meander means wander without a purpose. So if you have heard, the river was meandering. So the river was flowing without any purpose, or it was going zigzag. We were meandering through the city, not knowing where to go. So we were wandering without any purpose. The conversation meandered on for hours and we were feeling impatient. तो ऐसा कुछ पर्पस बिना पर्पस के ऐसे ही भटक जाना conversation. So that is meander. Or the walking path in the garden was meandering throughout the garden. So that is meander. Walk without any purpose. The next word is polygamist. So what does polygamist mean? A. Having more than one child. B. Having more than one partner. C. Playing many gambling games. Or D. Believing in more than one god. Okay, so polygamist is a person who has more than one partner. So if a husband has more than one wife, the person is called a polygamist, or if a wife has more than one husband, she is also called a polygamist. Poly itself means more than one, many. So polygamist. Polygamy is against the Hindu culture, that is having more than one partner. The next word is repository. So what is a repository? A place of rest. B, formal apology. C, a corrupt person. Or D, a place where things are collected. Okay, so repository is a place where things are collected. Like a museum serves as a repository for ancient objects, or a bank is a repository for our money and our valuables. So repository is a place where things are collected and kept. Or if a person is very intelligent and has knowledge about everything of that particular event, you can say his mind is a repository of World War One and Two. So he has stored all the knowledge in him. So you can say that as well. So usually use this word when an essay comes. Should museums be present, or should museums no longer exist? So that is when I say museums serve as a repository for valuable ancient objects, and hence they play a vital part in preserving our history. Okay. Moving to the next word, which is trepidation. So what does trepidation mean? A, dreadful. B, noisy. C, flexible person. Or D, trembling. So trepidation means feeling dreadful or trembling. Like a synonym of the word trepidation is apprehensive. Feeling dreadful or fearful that something bad is going to happen. He approached the snake with great trepidation, means great fear or dread. See, अगर आपको लगता है कुछ कुछ बुरा होने वाला है या आपको डर लग रहा है, so you can use the word I was feeling apprehensive, or I was feeling trepidation. We were all feeling trepidation while entering the haunted house. So dreadful, trembling, feeling scared that something bad is going to happen. I hope that's clear. Going to the next word. Now, these both words are the last two words, but I have already taught these words in a video long ago. So I just want to see if you can recall the words. Okay. The first word is crass. So what does crass mean? A, gradually increase. B, abrupt. C, stupid. Or D, deep opening. Okay, so if you remember, crass means stupid. If someone is not showing any sensitivity or any intelligence, then that person is called crass. So if someone is talking in a very insensitive manner, you can say, how can you be so crass? Or I really don't want to listen to your crass opinions. The next word is penury. So what does penury mean? A type of bird. B, in extreme poverty. C, a person good with writing. Or D, a person in pain. Okay, if you remember, penury means in extreme poverty. So a large population in India is in great penury because of inflation and because of lack of employment. Many people have been reduced to utter penury, or he lost all his money in the stock market and he was now in great penury. Okay, and that's the end of this video. I hope you had a lot of fun learning new words. You can share this video among your friends and discuss the words as well. Make sure you implement these words in sentences so that they will get ingrained in your normal conversation. Remember that I'm really proud of you and you're doing a great job. You can give yourself a pat on the back. Thank you so much. And until we meet next time, take good care of your health.